This podcast contains strong language and examples of real-life scenarios that some may find disturbing. It is intended for mature audiences. Listener discretion is advised.
All right, back from the break. All right, we finished up with Afghanistan 2012. Not on the highest note ever, but that's war. This is the Virtus House Kennel Kast. All right, Graham.
Yep.
So 2012 finished up, and then 2013 rolls around, and you are signed up to another SOTG.
Yep. Finished in 2012. I actually was posted out.
Yep.
Of SO.
So?
Yeah, I was posted out of SOA and got posted to the school. I went. So during that time, I got rang up and asked. So the SOA rang me again and asked if I wanted to go on another rotation because he didn't have any handlers. Because the handlers they'd been overseas that many times, they just got wore out.
Okay.
So I said, yeah, of course I'll go. So I went. So I went back to SOA, started doing lead-up training with them, and with a seasoned handler and a brand new handler.
Okay.
So that's the SOA handlers. So a seasoned handler and a brand new handler.
Yep.
And yeah, it was the brand new handler had just finished the course, and his dog was just a brand new green dog. So
super fresh.
Didn't really know what it was doing.
Yep.
Needed lots and lots and lots of work. So, but I got asked, probably the 6 months before we should have gone. I got asked right at the end of it. So I had about 3 weeks with him in Sydney, with the brand new handler in Sydney.
Okay. And
then we went to Perth to do lead-up training with SASR.
Yeah, that's definitely not where you want to be ironing out bugs.
Nah. So basically this dog had trouble even doing a route search.
Okay.
So doing a route search, that's our bread and butter.
Yep.
I mean, basically, you've got to be able to do a route search, especially if you're going over there and it all go tits up. Choppers can't get in, and they can only get vehicles in. You need to do a route search to get the vehicles out, because if there's any IEDs on the road, which there always is,
you
want your dog to be able to find them, else you're all gonna
die.
Yeah, basically die. Yeah. So we had a hell of a lot of trouble trying to teach this dog, and he just needed time, and it didn't have time.
Yeah. And
the guy was super keen. He was a brilliant handler. And he's a great bloke. Fantastic fella. And really professional.
Yep.
Really keen. Soaks everything up like a sponge. He's a clever lad. And he was just where he was.
Yeah.
And he had a lot of work to do, and that was that.
So
yep.
Just don't worry about him for a second. Let's bounce back to you.
Yeah.
So you don't have Digger anymore.
No. I did. I did have Digger. I still had Digger.
Okay.
Yeah, I still had Digger.
All right.
Yeah, still had Digger.
He was your working dog still?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
But he wasn't.
All right.
But he'd been injured. He was carrying an injury.
Yeah. So
he was carrying his back injury. And it was good most of the time, but some of the time it'd flare up. And when it flared up, then he was like, he was concentrating on his back rather than anything else.
Yeah.
So I had Digger up through when we went to Perth, and then probably about a month and a half in.
Okay.
When we went to country. When we got in Afghanistan, I had Digger for about a month and a half.
Okay.
Yeah, because my third trip, quite a lot of shit happened. Like things that wasn't out of my control.
Yep.
So Digger was one of them.
Right.
My mum passing away was another.
Yep.
And getting a brand new dog. That was another one.
Yeah.
So start 2013, I did a couple of jobs with again with the previous SAS guys that was there over Christmas.
Yep.
We had a lot of snow that year.
Yep.
Oh, it was freezing. It was horrible.
That was lost combat assault dog facts on that.
Yeah.
On that trip.
Yeah. So we had so I did some jobs with them lads, and then one squadron turned up and went out with them, and they worked completely different.
Yeah.
Completely different to the way either 2 or 3 had worked. They really didn't rely on us. Didn't really want. I don't know if they wanted us out or they had to take us out or what.
Yeah.
But they basically, what we was doing, we get off the chopper, and they go into the target, and then they go, "You fellas, go and search them hills."
Yeah.
Like basically, we don't want you on the target.
Yeah.
And I turned around and I said to some of the guys, I said, "Look, if you don't want us out, just tell us you don't want us out. If you don't have us, don't waste us. If you want to find stuff, let us in on the target and we'll find stuff."
Yep.
And yeah, we just kept getting put searching fields.
Yeah, okay.
Searching fields, searching hills. It was just no good. I mean, you're just never going to find anything.
No.
I mean, I've been there a few times, so I knew what I was looking. I knew where the stuff would be.
Yep.
And I knew that, we wasn't being allowed to do what we wanted to do.
Okay.
If we was ever going to find anything, we wasn't going to find it out there.
Yeah.
In the fields, and
it's on target.
it's on target, mate.
Yeah.
Or just not far off target.
Yeah.
Not up in the hills in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
They're not going to do stuff like that. So that was probably the first month and a half, and then Digger's back went. He's like, I went in one day, and he's limping around, and I thought, shit, what's going on? So I took him down to the vet, because we had a vet then.
Yep.
We had a vet on base, an American vet. So I took him down there, and she x-rayed him. She goes, "I can't really see anything." She goes, "Yeah, but there is something wrong." I went, "Right, okay, what do you reckon it is?" She goes, "It's his back or his hips." I went, "Right, okay." So she goes, "I could send you to, I think it was Banff, which is, no, not Banff, Bagram. Up north near Kandahar."
Yep.
Not Kandahar, Kabul.
Other
Sorry,
side,
yeah. The other up.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kabul. So it's up near Kabul. So me and Digger got put on this little jet, one of these Lear jets.
Yep.
It was amazing. And they flew us from TK all the way to Kabul.
Yeah.
During the winter, the scenery was spectacular. He's all looking out the window, and it was only me and him on it. This little Lear jet.
Yeah, right.
Oh, it was amazing. We land in Kabul, and then we go to Bagram, get in a car and go to Bagram, and the Americans had a vet hospital there for their they had 400 dogs in country.
Yep.
This thing was enormous. It was like a people hospital.
Yeah.
It was enormous, mate.
Yes, that's the same as the one in Kandahar. We went to the one in Kandahar.
Yeah.
And if I just looked at it like I wasn't in Afghanistan, it would be, like we're stateside. It was amazing.
Yeah. It was unbelievable, eh?
Yeah.
And we put him in a MRI machine, and he took a MRI of him, and he went, "Yeah, okay, mate." He goes, went out to see the vet. The vet goes, "We've got good news and bad news." So what's the good news? He goes, "You can take him home." I went, "Right, okay. What's the bad news?" Well, I already know the bad news. What's the bad news? He goes, "He's got 4 bulging discs in his back, and he's got 2 in his neck."
Yeah, right.
And I went, he goes, "Basically, if he was a human, he'd be in a wheelchair."
Shit.
I went, "Really?" He goes, "Yeah." I said, "Is he that bad?" He goes, "Yeah, he's pretty bad." I said, "I didn't even see it. I didn't really see it." I said, every now and again he'd limp, but yeah. So then basically when we went back, I had to tell my boss, and he told the SAS boss, and then I had to arrange to get him back home, get Digger back home, and get this new dog out.
Yep.
So we arranged all that. I went down to Kandahar about a week later, dropped Digger off, and picked up my new dog, which was this little Cocker Spaniel.
A little fluffy thing.
My little fluffy dog. And and he was great. He was an absolute I mean, Digger was a search machine,
Yeah.
but this other thing, he was on steroids.
Yeah.
This thing was just put him on the floor, wind him up, and off he goes.
Yeah.
He was just amazing. And he was, but the thing was, I said to the blokes in charge, I said, look, just give me a couple of weeks before you need to go out. And he went, oh, we're going out tomorrow. I said, okay. So we went out, and yeah, we didn't find anything. Surprise, surprise. But
He would have covered some ground, though.
yeah, he did cover some ground, mate. But nothing went bang behind us, so that was good.
Yep.
But he was completely different. Like Digger, you could basically move him anywhere you wanted. Like he'd look back at you. So he'd look back at you and he'd move you. You can move him around. He was really, really easy to control.
Yeah.
Whereas this little thing, his name was Grover. Whereas little Grover, he was just a completely different thing. He was so concentrated on searching, he didn't really hear you.
Yeah.
So you could sort of guide him in a way, but then he'd get concentrated on one thing, and then he's trying to break his concentration from that onto something else was a battle.
Yeah.
And then try doing that for 6 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's murder. But after 3 or 4 weeks, he got all right.
Okay.
He wasn't brilliant, but he was sort of steerable.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he had a good nose.
Yeah.
He had a really good nose. But that was his downfall as well, because he got a seed up it. Remember when he got his seed up it?
Yeah, I do.
Got a great big grass seed stuck up his nose. I brought it, because he's shaking his head, and I brought him back to me. He was doing a search on the airfield. I brought him back to me, and he's got these two little, look like long hairs hanging out of his nose. So I'm looking like that, and he's sneezing and sneezing and sneezing. So I pull him, and it sort of started coming out, and then he just sniffed up, and he went, gone. And I went, you little prick.
Yeah.
And then he's sneezing, and I went and seen the boss. I said, look, I'm going to have to go and see the vet on the base, because he's got you won't believe this, he's got a grass seed up his nose. He goes, you're kidding? And by that time, his nose was bleeding.
Yeah.
So he's got a grass seed up his nose. Anyway, long story short, same thing. Went to the vet hospital. I think it was in Kandahar this time.
Yeah.
And went down there and went and seen the vet down there, and the vet goes, well, he's small. I said, yeah, he's tiny. Yeah, he goes, righto. So he puts this. So he goes, righto, I'll knock him out. I'll put in some what is it, pre-anesthetic something. I went, right. He said that'll calm him down. I went, righto. So he sticks it in him. Nope. This thing's still bouncing off the walls. Mate, he gave him 3 other injections before he actually sort of conked out. He goes, Jesus. He goes, that thing is just a liver, because he's just metabolizing all this stuff. He goes, that's just a liver and a set of legs. He goes, and and it took a load of stuff to knock him out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then took him in, same again, MRI. And luckily enough, they had a vet there that specialised in airways. It's amazing. This is amazing. What we got, we haven't even got anything.
Yeah.
You know, and this vet specialised in airways. So he sees, he goes, yeah, he's got a seed up his nose. So he gets all this stuff and gets the seed out of his nose, thank God. And he goes, hey, I should be right. So I said, right. So we took him back into the recovery room, and this vet goes, oh, I'll give him a little bit of this. He gave him a tiny little amount, and this thing woke up and just took off running. Oh, Grover. And I was like, calm down, mate. He's like, pick him up, his legs are still moving. Oh, he was insane, eh? But yeah, he was a great little dog.
Yeah.
He was a cracking little dog.
I'll be honest, I loved, because I obviously was there with you, and we did a fair bit of training together.
Yeah.
And he was an absolute joy to work.
He was, eh?
Yeah.
He was a machine.
Yeah.
He was an absolute machine. He was about, I don't know, what, you reckon he'd be 12 inches tall?
Oh, if that.
Yeah.
He was tiny.
He was tiny, but he was just an absolute search machine.
Yeah.
You know, like you'd finish something and you go, yep, that is definitely searched.
Yeah.
Because he'd be everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere in it, he'd be there. Yeah, he was good, eh?
Yeah.
Good little fella.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah. So he came. So he came back, and then my mum passed away. So then I had 10 days off to go off to the UK
Yep.
bury my mum, and then I come back and I'm back out on jobs.
Shit house.
Yeah, and the ratio as well was going up. So the Afghan ratio to Australians,
Yep.
that was going up. So it was all by that time in Afghanistan we were supposed to be doing, I think, 50-50
Yeah.
by that time.
Yep.
Because we dodged it for years.
Yep.
We dodged it for years, which is, I mean, some of the people that, most of the guys that I worked with was called the Wacoonish.
Mm-hmm.
They was great. They was great blokes. You could trust them.
Yeah.
You know, and they come from a different part of Afghanistan.
Sure.
Whereas the guys we started working with after they got rid of the Wacoonish, that was a government decision to get rid of them for some reason.
Yep.
We started working with the local police.
All right.
And they're not really very reliable.
Yep.
And they've got a lot of contacts in the Taliban, and they play both sides.
Yep.
So, and then by that time, 2013, it was supposed to be 50-50.
Yep.
So 50% Australian, 50% Afghani. And, that's an uncool thing.
Yeah.
So, and at that point as well, they never used to count the dog handler as a person.
Yeah.
So it was just, they're always going to go. But then they turned around and went, no, we're going to count the dog handler as well.
Yeah.
But they had nobody to replace me, but they're going to count, just going to stick an Afghani there as well.
Yeah, yeah.
So I didn't spend a lot of time out.
Yeah.
Which was really, really, really frustrating for
It
me.
would have been hard, yeah.
Oh, it was, I mean, coming back from 6 months before, when I had that trip with 3 Squadron.
Yeah.
That really successful trip.
Yeah.
And then you go to this troop and you don't get used. It was really frustrating.
Yeah.
I wasn't a happy chappy.
Yeah. A lot of transition and political stuff.
Yeah.
With that trip.
Yeah, it was very political. There was a lot of things going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we might just leave it there.
We'll leave it there.
Yeah,
we'll just leave it there.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we got a chance, did some extra training.
Yes.
With Jay's shoulders,
which
was with laser pointers.
Yeah.
Which was brilliant. I mean,
and he picked it up
his
whole life.
Yeah. He picked it up like after two or three little goals. He went, oh yeah, that's what I need to do.
Yeah.
And off he went.
And you were able to use that operationally.
Yeah, we used it. I used it on a job. We went out one night and we was going through an Afghan village, and we come to a bridge over the river, over the Terry Road. Is it the Terry Road? Yeah, I think it is. I think it is, mate. Yeah. One of the
can't remember last week.
Oh mate, I'm the same. Mate. But it was the main river, and on the other side was a police checkpoint. So we're doing a SAS patrol, and the boss comes up. He goes, "Can you send your dog onto and over that bridge?" And I'm going, yeah. I'm thinking, fucking hell, here we go. There's nothing like a baptism of fire, is there? So we're about 80 meters away. Would have been about 80, between 60 and 80 meters away. And actually probably more, probably 100 meters away. And so I get him, do the little laser thing, and I went, laser. And I shone the laser onto the bridge, and he just went straight up. And as I'm moving it around, he's chasing it. He's moving it around. He's moving it around, moving around. Put him up onto the bridge and brought him back. And I brought him all the way back to me. And I went, there you are. Good boy.
Awesome.
Good boy. Brilliant, mate.
Awesome, mate.
Brilliant. I was at that particular job. We actually went to the target, and he ended up finding. I think he must have been finding the disturbance, because he found pressure plates, two pressure plates and 2 battery packs.
Awesome.
In the field of the target we was going to.
Yeah.
So, and he found a grenade. There was a grenade in the living room under all the shit. One grenade. I can't remember what type they are.
Yeah.
But an old Russian grenade. No fuse in it, but a grenade.
Yeah, right. Awesome.
Yeah. So I was happy about that.
Yeah.
And
considering it wasn't the most ideal kind of lead up.
Nah.
Yeah.
Well, no, definitely not. I mean, I'd probably had him probably 5 weeks then.
Yeah.
Something like that, 4 weeks.
Yeah.
And he did that. But yeah, the laser thing, I took that back to the engineers and went, what we can do these days, boys, get yourself a peck and a laser pointer.
Look what I can do.
Look what I can do. So we started doing that, and that's fantastic because you don't have to say anything. I mean, that's the biggest thing with the search that we do is we had to shout.
Yeah.
We try to get on as a DSTO and all the rest of them saying, can you get us a system where we don't have to shout? Or why don't you use a dog whistle? Yeah, we can use a dog whistle, but it's going to set off all the dogs in the village.
Yeah.
So that's pointless. I mean, in theory, it sounds good. In practice, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Won't work. So we was trying to get DSTO to do stuff, but they never did anything for us.
Look what I can do for you, mate.
Yeah. Oh, mate. Thanks. Mate.
They should have paid me more.
But hey, you drank me vodka.
What vodka?
What vodka?
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, it was good, mate. Hey, so
Yeah. And I'll be honest, that's what I found about you. I'd been in the dog field a while by that stage, and I've found operational handlers to be quite closed to new ideas. But you were just an open book. You're going, teach me what you got, teach me what you got. No, super impressed.
You've got to, mate.
Yeah.
I mean, as you know, you've got to evolve. If you're not evolving, you're going backwards.
Yeah.
You know, you've got to take more stuff. You got to try and get better and better and better. I went at that particular trip. I had 2 or 3 days down with the POMs down in what's it called? Bastion.
Okay.
I did 3 days down in Bastion with the POMs, and I thought they would be a lot better than they was.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
They wasn't.
Interesting.
We did training with them, and they was missing kit. And I'm going,
oh, wow.
Man, you shouldn't be missing anything. You should not miss this shit.
Yeah.
But they was missing kit. I don't know why. I have no idea why. I mean, the people themselves was great. They was passionate. There was everything else. But they was missing kit. And they had Labradors. But they had these American Labradors.
Okay.
They was huge, mate.
Yeah, right.
These things are enormous. I said to this bloke, I said, mate, what are you doing with that donkey? I said, look at the size of the thing. I said, mate, you got to carry his water. He goes, yeah, I know. I said, well, you want a smaller dog, don't you? If you're not going to bite anybody and you're using it for explosives, which you are doing, why have you got a massive dog?
Yeah.
You don't need one. All it does is make everything heavier for you to carry.
And then you pulled out Grover out of your pocket and
wound him up. Put a key. Off you go, mate.
What I got.
Off he went. Look at me.
Oh, that is interesting.
Yeah, it was different, eh?
Yeah, okay.
Because we always got our stuff from the British, because they had Northern Ireland. So we sent guys over there on long look. We sent guys over there doing their courses.
That's just an exchange program.
An exchange program. We sent people over there doing an exchange program with their police.
Yep.
Instructing on police courses.
Oh, really?
They're instructing on their police dog handlers courses.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, we sent 2 army blokes doing that, and it's a great because they, cross pollinate. So you can talk.
Opens the channels. Yeah.
Opens the channels and everything's good.
Yeah.
But when I got a Bastion and these guys was missing stuff with these massive, great big donkeys.
Yeah,
mate,
right.
You should be. Well, I didn't say it like that.
No.
I didn't say you should be finding shit, mate.
Yeah.
Where's your dog missing kit?
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay, there you
bizarre,
go.
Mate.
There you go. So we won't go on too much about that trip.
In my mind, it could have been better.
Yeah.
We just didn't get utilised the way we could have, or in my opinion, should have.
Yeah.
But different squadrons work in different ways.
Yeah. And that ended up being the second last SOTG. There was a shortened one after that, and then that was it. We were out.
Yeah.
So, all right. So, so now really we're at the back end of 13.
Yep.
Coming into 14. You're back.
Yep.
And
I got back and because I wasn't actually posted to SOER,
Yeah.
I actually went back to the school and had to do time back at the school because by that time I was a pretty senior sergeant.
Yep.
And I went off and did some of my WOS courses then.
Okay.
So that would have been October to December. I went off and did some courses.
Okay.
We wanted some promotion courses. And then I was posted to 2CR in 2014, I think, or 2015.
Where are they at?
They're in Brisbane here.
Okay. Yep.
So I went up there, came up to Brisbane on my own because my missus was staying in Sydney because of a job. So I came up there and, yeah, wasn't very good. The wheels fell off.
Yeah.
I was, diagnosed with PTSD.
Yep.
All kinds of other shit. All my knees had gone by then.
Yeah.
I just fell apart.
Yeah.
I mean, I went for a run and like my left knee just collapsed. I just went, oh, this is cool.
Yeah, right.
By that time I was 47. So
yeah.
48 I was. So my left knee went first. So I went away, had an operation on that. Then my right knee went shortly after it.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, mate, it's bad. And both my shoulders went as well. And yeah, it was a shit year because basically I was either in hospital, doing rehab or whatever. Then they turned around and said, you got PTSD. So basically you've got limited time in the army.
Right.
And I went, okie doke.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, mate.
Yep.
But I mean, people say, they have a bad time. I had a bad time. I was treated by my peers, some of my peers, badly.
Okay.
I go on Anzac. I went to an Anzac day, and they just walked away from me.
Right.
I'm talking sergeants, like corporals and sergeants and warrant officers that I'd done courses with.
Yeah.
Not the doggies. These are combat engineers.
Yeah.
And they just wouldn't even talk to me. I was like, because I've been labelled this, you've got PTSD, mate.
Yeah,
you're a weirdo.
Yeah.
Don't infect me with it.
Yeah.
So that was a thing that pissed me off more. But so they sent me to the school. So I ended up going to the school, come down to the school, went down to Sydney to the school.
Yep.
2015.
Down at SMA?
SMA, School of Military Engineering, at a dog wing there. And we got built brand new kennels, massive brand new kennels, beautiful kennels. They spent a load of money on them. Right. And pretty good, mate, really great. And I was the chief trainer then. Okay. So I'd done about as high as you could get, apart from there was a warrant officer. They brought in a warrant officer's position that year. Okay. But they brought an old warrant officer, old ex-dog handler, to fill that position. Right. So he did that, and I was the chief trainer. Yeah. So I did my job as a chief trainer, but yeah, by that time I wasn't. And it's sitting behind a desk. I'm not.
Yeah. You're a dog handler.
Yeah, I'm not one for sitting behind a desk, mate. Yeah. I like to be out in the fresh air doing stuff. Yep. So that didn't really do me any good. So that didn't last that long. Yeah. That didn't last very long. So yeah, end of 2016, I was out. Okay. I got out of the army on the 9th of December 2016.
Okay. 21 years?
21 years. 21 years, 17 years as a dog handler. I loved it. Hell. Loved it, man.
Good on you.
Mate, like you say, I wouldn't change it for the world. Yeah. You know, I'd probably, the PTSD and the injuries I'd probably change. Yeah. Because then I'd still be in. Yeah. You know? I mean, I enjoyed my job. I loved my job. Yeah. There's nothing, and I was so proud to be a dog handler. Yeah. You know, I was so proud to do what I did.
It is the best job ever, isn't
mate. Playing with a dog all day. It's not even a job, mate.
How good is it? Yeah.
Playing with tennis balls and dogs. You know, I don't even mind picking up shit as long as it's not human. You have to pay me for that. Shit on my chest.
You're earning enough.
You're going to cut
that. All right. So out 16.
Yep. Live on the coast up here.
Okay. So transitioned away from the military.
Yep.
Post-military.
Post-military. I've been retired.
Yeah.
So, but I've volunteered at the RSL.
Live up the Sunshine Coast.
Love the Sunshine Coast, which is a crappy place of the world. Don't anybody come up here. It's too crowded already. It is, and you can't afford it.
Stay away.
Stay away. Don't. Yeah. Gold Coast is 10 times better. Yeah. So I volunteer at the RSL.
Yep.
Basically, have a lot to do with the veterans up here.
Okay.
I mix with a lot of veterans up here. There's some really, really great blokes up here. Fantastic, amazing men.
Yeah.
You know, have done amazing things in their military careers.
Yeah.
I've last year.
Well, so have you, mate. So.
Oh no. It's a job, mate, isn't it?
Yeah.
You love your job. It's not anything. You love doing what you do.
Yeah.
But I volunteered as well I did last year. I can't do this year because I'm about all the country everywhere.
Okay.
But I did do the surf life saving.
Okay.
As a radio controller.
Whoa, sounds exciting.
Two, testes.
Cut that out.
Cut out. Yeah. So I did that. I did that last year, which was good.
Yep.
And that was something completely different I've never done before.
Yeah.
I was Baywatch.
Yeah. There you go. Imagine if you could only see him.
In me budgie smugglers.
You'd know how ludicrous that really is.
I'm very attractive. But so I've been doing that. And painting the house.
Yep.
The missus likes to change her mind.
Yeah.
What colour do you want this year, love? Shh.
She's listening.
I don't mean that. So
awesome.
Working with veterans. It's
awesome. Good on you, mate. Good on you.
And good to see you, mate.
Absolutely, Graham.
Right, brilliant, I forgot how big you are.
I forgot how small you are.
Fucking
actually,
giant.
I think you might be shrinking.
I think
actually,
I am, mate.
Well, Graham or POM, what a career, what a life.
It's been good, mate.
I appreciate you spending so much time with me.
Pleasure.
And I think everyone's going to be as engrossed in this as I was listening to it. You are, man, hats off to you. Appreciate it. Thank you for your service.
Pleasure, mate.
Yeah.
And thank you for yours. You trained some great dogs. How's Fluffy?
Fluffy is retired, actually. Yeah, living in the backyard.
Yeah.
Just chilling out.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. He's a good dog.
Yeah, he is, eh? Is he still fluffy?
He is very fluffy. I've got a new one now, actually. Yeah, that's quite fluffy, and he'll probably end up going overseas, actually.
Oh, right.
To
okay.
an agency overseas. So he's a ripper. Very similar to Dozer One.
Yeah.
So,
nice, mate.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. All right, mate.
All right,
Legend.
mate.
Good on you.
Appreciate it.
See you later.
See you, Chase.